Well, hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Everybody ready for the weekend? I am. I think I'm actually going to pop down to Pensacola tomorrow and connect on some more of those mangoes. Might even branch out a little bit. I think I'm going to check out a couple of other markets tomorrow now that we're getting into spring. Might go see if I can find some cut up jackfruit, and going to go looking for beets. But anyhow, today I want to talk about my raw food diet and how and why I do it this way. Guys, I do videos every day, so if you are not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you'd go down there and hit that subscribe button now. Then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. I was watching a video yesterday, rewatched it today by a friend of mine, Plant-Based Athlete. Now, Plant-Based Athlete isn't raw, but he's got a lot of good stuff out there. I enjoy his videos. I enjoy his approach to this. And I always learn a lot from him. Like I say, most of the people that I watch and listen to the most are not raw people, to be quite honest. And he got me thinking about a couple of things as I've been, kind of filling in some of the gaps recently. And yeah, but I'd go check out his channel if you never have. He's got a lot of knowledge on this lifestyle. He took that E. Cornell course by T. Colin Campbell. That's who it was. Which also this young lady that I'm going to be working with soon took. So anyhow, that's neither here nor there. Why I do it like I do it. I'm very unorthodox, if you haven't figured that out. I'm kind of an original. I do this lifestyle completely, as far as I've been able to see, I do it differently from anybody and everybody out there. I'm not quite in the raw food people's camp. I'm not in the cooked food people's camp, even though I eat some cooked food. So I kind of find myself in this little no man's land, just kind of trying to figure things out on my own. And hey, you know what? That's perfectly fine with me. Like I say, I'm the Bruce Lee of this plant-based thing. I'm just taking a little bit from everybody and putting it all together and making it my own. And I don't care what labels are put on it, or, what club I'm in or whatever. I'm doing pretty good and I'm feeling good. And I will start right there. I feel really good on this lifestyle. That's the why, that's the why, that's the why. But if we break it down and go even a little deeper with it, why do I do this raw thing exactly like I do? Well, number one, a lot of it is simple hedonism, because I like it. A lot of the stuff that I eat right now is not so much like, ooh, this has this, and this in it. It may have started off like that, but it's just, that's what I like now. Like my smoothies, you find out tomorrow, you send me some article or whatever, and even if you convince me that spirulina is of no value to me, I'm not going to stop it, because I like it in that. I like the taste. I like it in the smoothie. I like the way my smoothies taste. As weird as they are, as dank as they are to somebody that, especially to somebody that doesn't do this lifestyle, and just for somebody that hasn't seen them before, I generally do bananas, kale, a green. I rotate my greens, but just for this one, I do bananas, kale, spirulina, a little bit of cacao for flavoring, and then I mix it up with my omega-3s, and I usually throw some chia seeds in, or recently I've been putting some pumpkin seeds in there, and I'm going to do that today because mentioned in a video earlier this week, you'd have to go back and see that, but pumpkin seeds are some powerful little things. I've really tried to start incorporating having a handful of those several times a week, or the equivalent of a handful several times a week. Just kind of plugging in the gaps. But most of the stuff, and you see it, and that's why people look at, sometimes when I'm going through certain periods, I probably shouldn't do food videos, because that's when people lock onto one of my videos and go, oh, this guy's an absolute nut. You can't he's just out there banging around, babbling and eating fruit. And I do tend to get too skinny in some of those periods, so, fair enough. But overall, I eat a lot of food. And I am starting to try to mix it up more, get a lot more variety, and plug in those holes. But most of the stuff I eat, I'm not going to change it a lot, because I'm like a little kid. I'm like a little kid. You remember when you told your parents, like, well, when I grow up, I'll be able to eat what I want. I'll eat dessert for dinner. Well, I do that most of the time. I eat an ice cream for dinner. I do things a lot of days that I'm sitting there thinking like, well, it would be better for me to have a salad. But I zone out on fruit all day because that's what I like. Another thing with the juice the juice, the juice, the juice. You know, juice is one of those things people have made a religion out of the juice. Back and forth. If I juice too much, if I drink too much juice, I'll get the non-juice geek that comes out and gives me some deep lecture on fiber. And then if you know, then I'll have other people that are just gung-ho. That's all they're talking about is juice all the time. I like my juice. I like orange juice. I strain the pulp out of it, so no, I don't want the fiber of it. I drink what I drink. I like what I like. And that's why I do most of what I do. Simply out of hedonism, simply out of taste. But like I've joked about in videos before, after being a 30-year drunk, eating a lot of the garbage I did, I still feel good with my chances, even if I didn't, even if I wasn't taking it to a next level and kind of trying to be a little bit serious and fill things in and at least be reasonable about it. But I feel great. And I'll tell you something, it's like this. I will be open to changes to my diet. I don't just willy-nilly, I don't watch videos and change the way I eat. I don't read something and drastically change the way I eat. I do take in information and adjust. I do take in information and tweak. But I don't take in anything and radically adjust the way that I eat because I feel too good. That's the one thing I'm always going to come back to. It would just be so counterintuitive. No matter what you say, and hey, it may be right for you. You might be saying, well, you don't eat this, you don't eat that, you're missing this, you're missing that. You might be right. But I will never drastically change my diet, my lifestyle when I'm feeling so good. Now, my mind's open. I'm not like stubborn. I can be stubborn on some things, but I'm not stubborn. I'm definitely not stupid. If I start seeing health issues, I will look into this. I don't see any health issues possible that are going to pop up for me that would make me consider, you know, going back to animal products. And I would pay attention to that, and I would try everything I could, you know, whether I added more cooked food in or whatever. I would do everything absolutely possible to keep it plant-based and to correct whatever I was going through. But no, I feel great. Even this issue I had, and I also should always explain that a little bit more when I say this health issue I've had. This is just some oddball thing. This is like inflammation in the intracostal muscles, cartilage in there. It has nothing to do with anything other than kind of a bad, anyway, that's a whole different thing. But if I had something real, like if tomorrow, you know, I started having some real symptoms of things that look like, uh-oh, you got a problem with your diet, I would look into it. But, you know, I feel good. I like what I eat every single day. No matter what I'm showing you at any time on Instagram, Twitter, wherever, is me like showing you discipline. That's another thing that people tend to make a mistake with me. Oh, you have every time, and I don't even have the time to write a proper response all the time to it, but oh, I wish I had your discipline. No, you don't. I don't have any discipline. I just eat what I want every day. I drank juice this morning. I'm going to have ice cream later. I mean, it's not all that complicated, but I am starting to, like I say, fill in. I do take it somewhat seriously, and I do know that, you know, I can be doing something now, feeling good really now, missing something essential now, and then something shows up down the road, comes back to bite me in the ass. So I do try to plug those holes in. And I do supplement for the people that, and that's another one. I will never, 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 never get in a conversation about this. You make your own decision. You supplement, you don't supplement. That's another one that people are so worried about what other people are doing. If you supplement, don't think, it's not your place to go tell everybody and preach the gospel of supplementing. If you don't supplement, same thing. It's really not your mission in life to go beat the drums and be an anti-supplementer. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. If you believe in taking supplements, take supplements. If you don't, don't. Myself, and I've gotten very good this year, I said, you know, I'm not going to fool around. I would kind of take it one day, not the next, forget. Sometimes a week would go by. B12. I supplement B12, and I'm trying to remember to take B12 every day. I've got a sublingual, one under the tongue. I don't remember the exact numbers on it right now, but I got a recommendation from somebody that that I trust, and that's the dosage, whatever they told me. I supplement D3. I have been supplementing D3 this winter because it just became clear to me that I was not getting near the amount that I was used to getting in Costa Rica. I didn't get out as much as I should have last summer, so I have been doing D3. We'll see. I'm going to keep supplementing even as I'm getting into the sun a little bit more, but as we get more into the summer, I might let that go for a while, depending. Iodine. I've used Dulse flakes before, but it's just like, I don't know why, it's just not natural for me to put flakes on everything. So this morning I ordered myself some granules. I'm just going to shake some randomly and not use tape. I mean, I don't use salt very much, but I use pink Himalayan sometimes. So I'm like, well, why not just use the Dulse, you know, and get that in there. I did a video the other day, I forget which it was and what the context was in, but I told you I've started adding pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are great, especially men need that zinc. They're good in zinc. They're good in magnesium. They're good in a number of things. So, like I say, I'm just trying to a few times a week, handful. And we're not talking about a lot. We're not talking about a lot. So you don't want to be gobbling down, you know, massive amounts of seeds. Blackstrap molasses, got a little bit of extra calcium in there. Now here's a new one, and here's one I think I'm gonna actually supplement this one too, because it can't hurt. I was watching that video by Jay, plant-based athlete, and I take seeds for omega-3s. Like I use chia seeds, I use hemp seeds, and now actually I've got some ground flax that I used in a recipe for the dehydrator, so I use those. But some people, and I made sure I wrote this down because I'm not good with all these words, and it's the one I actually ordered a supplement this morning. I'm gonna give it a try. It's vegan. It's no fish oil, no animal products in there. It's an algae oil, DHA, EPA, because most people will convert the chia seeds and the flax seeds and such over, but not all people convert that. So it's almost just kind of like he put it. I'm not going to steal his phrasing, but as he put it, it's just kind of an insurance policy. I'll probably do that some. I'll still continue to use my chia seeds and my other seeds, but in the end, it's just like, you know, just like I say, I'm not taking all this stuff seriously. Maybe that's why it's worked. Maybe that's why I haven't gone spinning off the rails and doing this thing in 7 years' time, because I just stayed the course. I chug along. I'm not that fancy one. I don't make these big things, do big things. I just kind of keep moving forward, tweaking, getting a little bit better, feeling a little bit better every year. So that's all I really need. And I'm feeling good enough now that I think I'm about to get back to doing some movement soon. Man, my body's ready for it. I haven't really exercised other than walking, and not really walking like I was last year, just some, you know, fun walking around the park. I haven't really exercised since back in September, October, so I'm really looking forward to that. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Peace.